One of the most profound realizations that comes with aging is the awareness of time's relentless march forward. In our youth, time feels infinite, a vast ocean of opportunities stretched endlessly before us. We make plans, dream big, and imagine there's always tomorrow to accomplish what we desire. But as the years pass, our perception shifts. Days seem shorter. Months blur together. And the realization that life is finite becomes more pronounced. This awareness often stirs a sense of urgency. A need to make every moment count. Take Paul, a 55-year-old who spent most of his life focused on work and raising a family. He always dreamed of traveling the world. But life's responsibilities held him back. Now, with retirement on the horizon and his children grown, he's finally planning those long-postponed adventures. Paul's story is a reminder that while time may feel limited, it's never too late to chase our passions. Rather than dwelling on the years that have passed, aging gives us the chance to live with intention, appreciating each moment as it comes. Time may be finite, but it's what we do with it that matters most. Every day is an opportunity to start something meaningful and create a lasting legacy. The physical and mental changes that come with aging are among the most visible and challenging aspects of growing older. Our bodies, once full of energy and vitality, begin to slow down. Activities that used to come easily now demand more effort. And recovery takes longer. For many, this can be a frustrating and emotional transition. Diana, a 63-year-old who once loved dancing, now finds it difficult due to joint pain. Yet, instead of giving up, she discovered new ways to stay active, like yoga and swimming, which not only suit her body's needs but bring her unexpected joy. Mental changes can also be daunting. Forgetfulness or slower processing times may lead to fears of losing independence. Worse, developing conditions like Alzheimer's. These fears are common. Yet they can be alleviated with a mindset of adaptability. Instead of focusing on what's lost, many people find fulfillment in what's possible. Aging teaches us to be kinder to ourselves. It's a time to embrace activities that suit our changing bodies and minds, to celebrate small victories, and to find joy in new forms of movement and mental stimulation. These adjustments not only improve well-being but also remind us of the resilience and strength we possess at any age. As we grow older, loneliness and isolation can become some of the most difficult challenges to face. Social circles often shrink, friends move away, relationships drift apart, and, in some cases, loved ones pass on. For those living alone or whose children have left home, the quiet can feel overwhelming. Helen, a 68-year-old widow, often found herself sitting in an empty house, longing for connection. She shared how difficult it was to make new friends at her age, especially after losing her lifelong partner. However, she refused to let loneliness define her later years. By joining a local book club and volunteering at a community center, Helen not only found new friendships but also rediscovered her sense of purpose. The pandemic has only deepened feelings of isolation for many older adults, making it harder to reconnect with the outside world. Yet, small steps, like participating in community activities, reconnecting with old friends, or even embracing technology to stay in touch, can make a significant difference. Loneliness may be a heavy burden, but it's one we can lighten by actively seeking connections. Aging is a time to build meaningful relationships, both old and new, and to remind ourselves that we are never truly alone in our journey. Reflecting on life's missed opportunities and unfulfilled dreams is a natural part of aging, often bringing a mix of regret and longing. As we look back, it's easy to focus on the paths we didn't take or the ambitions we set aside. Richard, a 72-year-old retired teacher, spent decades wishing he had learned to play the guitar. Life's responsibilities, career, raising a family, and financial priorities always seemed to take precedence. Now, with time on his hands and a renewed sense of determination, he's finally picked up the guitar and dedicates time each day to learning. Though the process is slower than it might have been in his youth, Richard finds immense joy in every chord he masters, proving it's never too late to pursue a long-held dream. Regret, while powerful, can also be a motivator. It reminds us that even though the past cannot be changed, the future is still ours to shape. Aging offers the gift of perspective and the opportunity to prioritize what truly matters. By embracing these moments and taking steps toward our dreams, however small, we can transform feelings of regret into a renewed sense of purpose and fulfillment. Every day is a chance to rediscover what inspires us and live with intention. In a world that evolves at lightning speed, many older adults find themselves feeling left behind. Technology advances, societal norms shift, and what was once familiar can quickly become foreign. Margaret, a 57-year-old mother of 2 teenagers, shared her struggles in keeping up with her children's world of social media, online gaming, and digital communication. She felt increasingly disconnected, as though a barrier had grown between her and the younger generation. However, instead of letting the gap widen, Margaret decided to bridge it. She began taking online classes to understand social media, asked her children to teach her about their favorite games, and started engaging in their digital world. Slowly but surely, the sense of disconnection was replaced by newfound connection and curiosity. Feeling irrelevant in a rapidly changing world is a common challenge, but staying curious and open-minded can make all the difference. Learning new technologies, engaging with younger people, and adapting to modern trends allow us to stay engaged with the world around us. It's not just about keeping up, it's about maintaining meaningful connections with those we love and embracing the excitement of growth at any age. Margaret's journey reminds us that relevance isn't defined by age but by our willingness to learn and connect. As we move into later stages of life, many of us face the challenge of finding a renewed sense of purpose. For years, our identities were often tied to roles like parent, worker, or caregiver. But as children grow up and careers wind down, we're left wondering, what's next? Peter, a 65-year-old former accountant, found himself in this very situation after retirement. Without the daily routines and responsibilities that once gave his life structure, he felt lost and unfulfilled. However, instead of dwelling on the void, Peter decided to revisit his passion for art, a hobby he had set aside decades ago. He began painting every day, enrolling in local art classes, and even showcasing his work at community events. Through this journey, he discovered not just a creative outlet but also a renewed sense of identity and joy. Retirement and life transitions can feel disorienting, but they also open the door to rediscovering passions or exploring new ones. Whether it's art, mentoring, volunteering, or learning a new skill, these activities remind us that our value isn't tied to productivity but to the wisdom and love we can share. Finding purpose in later life is about embracing opportunities to grow, contribute, and live with intention and fulfillment. As we age, the roles that once defined us, whether as professionals, parents, or caregivers, begin to shift or fade away, leaving many to question their sense of identity. Without the titles and responsibilities that once structured our lives, it's natural to feel a sense of displacement. Linda, a 60-year-old retired nurse, spent decades pouring her energy into her career, where her identity was tied to helping others. When she retired, she found herself waking up each day without a clear purpose, unsure of how to fill her time. The lack of structure left her feeling unmoored and uncertain about who she was beyond her job. However, Linda chose to see this as an opportunity for self-discovery. She began journaling to reflect on what truly mattered to her beyond her career and explored hobbies she had once set aside, like gardening and painting. She also reconnected with old friends and joined a community group. Over time, Linda built a new identity, one that wasn't tied to her job title but rooted in her passions, relationships, and personal growth. This journey shows that identity shifts, while challenging, can lead to profound self-discovery. Aging gives us the chance to redefine ourselves and create a life centered on who we've become, not who we once were. Caring for adult children or grandchildren is a reality many older adults face, often bringing a mix of joy and unexpected challenges. As parents, we may assume our responsibilities end once our children grow up, but life rarely works out so neatly. David, a 67-year-old retired teacher, found himself moving in with his daughter after her divorce to help care for his two young grandchildren. While he cherished the time spent with them, their laughter and innocence brought him immense happiness. He also admitted feeling overwhelmed by the demands of daily caregiving. Changing diapers and chasing toddlers was not what he had envisioned for his retirement years, and the physical and emotional toll sometimes left him exhausted. Yet, David learned to strike a balance. He set boundaries, made time for himself, and prioritized self-care amidst the chaos. Whether it was enjoying quiet mornings with a cup of tea or taking short walks alone, these moments helped him recharge and maintain his well-being. Caring for loved ones can be both a privilege and a challenge. While it strengthens bonds and creates lasting memories, it also reminds us of the importance of preserving our own energy and health. Striking this balance ensures that caregiving remains a fulfilling, shared journey. Retirement is often envisioned as a time of relaxation and leisure, but the reality can be more complex, especially when it comes to financial and emotional adjustments. The sudden transition from a steady paycheck to a fixed income often brings unexpected challenges. John, a 70-year-old former engineer, shared how unprepared he felt when he retired. Managing his finances on a pension proved far more difficult than living on his previous salary, and the loss of a structured daily routine left him feeling aimless and unmotivated. Days stretched endlessly, and he found himself questioning how to fill his time meaningfully. Instead of letting these challenges overwhelm him, John took proactive steps to regain control. He began budgeting carefully, focusing on simple pleasures that didn't strain his finances, like gardening and attending free community events. To combat the emotional void, he started volunteering at a local shelter, which gave his days structure and a renewed sense of purpose. Through these changes, John discovered that retirement could be a deeply fulfilling chapter of life. Adjusting to retirement requires both flexibility and creativity. By embracing new routines, budgeting wisely, and seeking fulfilling activities, it's possible to turn this transition into an opportunity for growth, reflection, and joy. As we age, relationships naturally evolve, often bringing both challenges and opportunities for growth. Friendships that once felt unbreakable may fade as life circumstances change. Family dynamics can shift. And romantic relationships may face new hurdles. Sophie, a 59-year-old retired librarian, shared how her circle of friends had gradually diminished over the years. Some had moved away. Others drifted apart. And a few had passed on, leaving her feeling isolated and longing for connection. She also noticed changes in her relationships with her grown children, who now had their own busy lives, making it harder to maintain regular contact. Rather than dwelling on the losses, Sophie decided to focus on nurturing the relationships that remained and creating new connections. She joined a local book club, where she met people who shared her passion for literature, and even rekindled old friendships by reaching out to former colleagues. These efforts brought new energy into her life, reminding her that relationships can evolve in beautiful and unexpected ways. Aging reminds us that while relationships may change, they don't have to disappear. By staying open to new connections and cherishing the bonds we still have, we can create meaningful relationships that enrich this stage of life. Aging is a journey filled with challenges, growth, and profound opportunities for self-discovery. While we face changes in our bodies, relationships, and roles, we also gain wisdom, resilience, and the chance to redefine what truly matters. Each stage of life offers its own beauty, whether it's rediscovering passions, nurturing meaningful connections, or finding purpose in unexpected places. Yes, there are moments of loss and reflection, but they remind us to treasure the present and embrace the future with an open heart. As we navigate this chapter, let's remember that we are not alone. There is a community of people who share these experiences, ready to listen and support one another. What dreams have you yet to pursue? What passions are waiting to be rediscovered? Share your thoughts and stories below. We'd love to hear from you. Together, let's transform the trials of aging into moments of strength, joy, and inspiration. The best is yet to come.